it's a great day here at Sirius XM Pandora, man. We got Juvie in the building. What's good
Yes,
with you?
sir. Yes, sir. What up, my boy? How you?
I'm good, man. Mr. Jehovah, bro. So like, or how do you pronounce it? Is it Juhovah?
Jehovah.
Okay,
Jehovah.
okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
ain't
yeah.
know, cause like it's Jehovah,
Jehovah.
yeah.
Jehovah. Whatever you
Cause some
wanna.
people be like
Damn.
particular
What do
about
I
the
even say now?
enunciation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. I say Jehovah.
Jehovah.
Yeah,
All right, that's a
yeah,
bet. That's a bet, bro.
yeah.
All right, so I really want to jump into it, man. I was able to like look up a little bit, and it said that you was born in South Carolina. Now I want to know like what
Yeah.
part of South Carolina though.
So I was born in Florence. I
Okay.
was born at McLeod Hospital. A lot of people think I'm from Columbia,
Yeah.
just cause like that's where I went to elementary school and all that.
Okay.
But I was born in Florence, so I'm an 843 baby for real.
That's what's up, bro. Yeah, you
Yeah.
right up the street, man. I grew up in Fayetteville, so
Oh yeah.
yeah, man. I know
Yeah,
right.
you at the street for
Yeah,
real. You
for
at the
real, for
road.
real. South of the border, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up,
That's
man.
fire. Yeah.
Nah, bro. But then so after South Carolina, you kind of migrated down to Atlanta, Georgia, right?
Yeah, I grew up in Columbia, so I went to elementary school, middle school, and high school, well, ninth and a partially 10th grade
Okay.
in Columbia, South Carolina. But at the start of 10th grade, we moved to Atlanta.
Word.
I can't really say Atlanta. I moved to Alpharetta, so like the outskirts for real.
Yeah.
I don't want nobody to call me out. But yeah, I moved to Alpharetta, went to school out there, and that's where I graduated.
Okay. So around what time did you start like creating music, or were you dabbling with your artistry?
Man, I used to hoop, so I had hoop dreams, of course, like everybody else. But I tore my ACL, MCL, and meniscus.
Damn.
And when I did that, I'm on bed rest,
Yeah.
just chilling, listening to music, vibing, and I think I really started to like make music then. Come on, baby. So I say around like 2014,
Yeah.
2014, 2015, for real.
Okay. Can you kind of break into like the mentality of like kind of going through an injury as an athlete who like you were
Yeah.
seriously pursuing like ball at first, right? Before
Yeah,
you started
yeah,
making
definitely.
music. See, like I feel that because I've never had a knee injury, but that's always been like my biggest fear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like hooping, a lot of people like that's their number one fear.
Yeah.
Hooping and playing football, like ACL is like the worst injury I feel like to shake back from, and the most common. But the doctors were telling me like within that first year, it's more likely that you will tear it again. If you start hooping again. So I was like, I don't want to go through that pain ever again.
Yeah.
Like the rehab was terrible, the drugs they put you on is terrible. Like I was taking perks back then. I'm 15, 14, taking perks. I'm like, I don't even like this feeling for real.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just terrible. So shaking back from that, I was just like, yeah, I'm not going back to sports. Like I love it, but I'm not going back. But I feel like that kind of gave me like my new wings in music and starting this. So
Yeah.
everything happened for a reason.
For sure. You gained a new outlet for sure.
Yeah, just redirection.
Yeah.
Something else to put my time and love into.
For sure. So, like, after that, and then as you began to take music a little bit more seriously, as you transitioned to, like, Atlanta, Georgia, and everything like that, what were some of those key moments, like, in your career that were just like, okay, yeah, I can really do this? Like, I know we had Charlemagne, like, co-sign you back in 2015.
That was one of the biggest
Yeah.
ones. But as much as people like to say like, oh, I make music for me, it's about like me venting and this and that and the third, and I've said the same thing. But when I saw the reaction that my first couple of songs got around the school, I was like, oh shit, it might be something. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to gain people's attention, but it's even harder to keep it. So when I saw that I had a consistent following that wanted to check in and keep coming back and hearing what I was putting out, I was like, okay, I think I got something. The only thing I need is more people to see it. And, from there, that's always been my goal, just to get more visibility. I know the music is good. I just need more people to see and know who I am.
Yeah.
And so I say Charlemagne was a big thing. Seeing, the reaction around school, Charlemagne noticing my music early, like after my first mixtape.
Yeah.
That was crazy. I'm like, damn, first mixtape I'm getting, especially from South Carolina, you got to understand how we view Charlemagne. Like, he made it out. He in New York, on the radio, on TV, doing big things, he doing great things. So seeing that, I'm like, damn, I ain't never been on the radio. I ain't never, you know what I'm saying? at this time never did a show for real.
So it's like,
And I got Charlemagne, like, yo, you got something.
yeah,
It was a big fuel for me to like keep going and really, really pursue it. So
yeah.
I say that. And who else? Around that time, that was pretty much it. Around that time, that was pretty much it. People who was telling me like I was straight. Wale said he played my song. That's my favorite artist still to this day. So
Right.
after Charlemagne tweeted my music, Wale said, yo, I checked you out. He didn't say whether it was good or it was bad, but he said he checked me out. So that was enough for me to be like, all right,
Yeah.
let's rock and roll. Let's keep doing this shit.
Yeah, but that's respect. Like early on, like what was that? Like 2015-ish, 20.
Yeah, I say like, not 2015, 2016, 17.
Word.
2015 for Charlemagne, 2016 for Wale.
Okay,
Yeah.
but I mean that's crazy. Like around that time, that's where music was actually changing. You know what I'm saying?
Spinrilla was jumping too.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, Spinrilla was jumping.
Yeah.
SoundCloud was jumping. Music was, finding its wings itself.
Yeah.
Like, the whole sound was changing. So
Yeah, bro.
it was
So
a dope time to.
catching those two signs like early was that's a good indicator. So like I would like to know, like, since you said, getting that exposure and like making sure people know who you are, like who are some of the people that you studied as far as like their moves within the game that you were like, okay, maybe I should try these things or recreate this in order to get somewhere that I need to be?
I watch everybody.
Everybody.
I learn from everybody. I'm still in game always, but I say like Nipsey for sure. Like his blueprint, how he did it. Right now, I love what La Russell is doing.
Word.
But coming up, Nipsey, like I said, I was still in game from everywhere. Like, you don't even got to talk to me. I'm looking to see what you doing, how you feeling, how people are gravitating towards that move that you just did. Like, I'm a sponge, so I'm watching everything, and I'm just sitting back and seeing how I can apply it to what I got going on. Like, all artists, I'm watching all artists. Like, what they're doing at the scale that they're doing it on, with how many fans they got and their following, I'm seeing how I can scale it down to do it as an independent artist, or how I can do this release as an independent artist, as far as like different moves and stuff that I can do that's tangible, that's, in front of me that I can really touch. And I watch everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody. But Nipsey for sure, he a big inspiration, business-wise. 50 Cent. 50 Cent definitely.
Yeah.
Nipsey and 50, they're my top two, definitely.
For sure.
K-Camp as well.
Yeah, K-Camp do got a good business model that people should pay attention to.
He had an interview one time on a Breakfast Club, and this kind of molded my thinking as well. He was like, even when you sign, you got to move like an indie. And ever since I heard him say that, like, I kind of saw him grow too. Like, they booked him early in South Carolina for shows that he used to go to. So when I saw him like say that, and thinking like, damn, this nigga at the top of his game, but even when you're signed, you got to move independent, I knew that my career was in my hands at all times. So I move like that every day.
For sure.
I'm boots on the ground. I'm calling people. I'm talking to people. I'm being personal. You feel me? Like, I don't rely on nobody else to make all the moves for me.
That's real. No, I'm glad you said that, bro, because I when I had a chance to meet Camp, I told him, I'm like, bro, in the Carolinas, like, you don't really understand how much niggas is fucking with you, bro. Like,
I'm glad you told him that.
Yeah,
like,
dog.
The Carolinas will forever, I feel like that's probably his biggest base. I don't care what he say, what his metrics say. If K-Camp come do a show right now in Carolina, that bitch packed out, and they know all the words, and it's going to be more vibes. It's going to be, niggas going to come out too. Like, K-Camp had a crazy run where I feel like you know how they say like the slizzy shit going on right now? Like, you could put that on in the car with women and it's going to vibe. They not going to care.
Yeah.
It was a point in time, and it probably is still that point in time. You put on a K-Camp song, you're good. The vibe is set.
Yep.
The night is good. Everything is good. Run it.
You won, bro.
Run it.
You won
Just
from
throw
track
on one
one.
of Camp albums and you set. I swear to God.
That's real shit.
Yeah, the Carolinas got big love for Camp.
That's crazy, man. That's real, though. All right, so just to break into some of your music, bro. First, like, while we kind of on that cosign bandwagon, Badu is one of the tracks that was recognized by Erykah Badu back in, probably, what, like 2 years ago? Yeah. So tell me about like that moment, just her like hitting your Instagram and everything.
it was one of them like Charlamagne moments again. Like
Yeah.
anytime anybody big and who's really been in this industry and been in this industry for a long time co-signs you, I feel like you're gonna get the same feeling like,
Yeah.
wow, I'm actually great. Like, wow, I can actually do something great, or I can achieve more than what I even thought. Like, it's just more fuel in the tank, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it just re-energized me to be like, I'm on the right path. I'm not, especially with music or anything that you're pursuing in life. I feel like we all go through those phases where it's like, fuck, this is hard.
Yeah.
Damn, do I still do this? Or damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is this something that I'm really supposed to be doing? Is this really my calling? So when Erykah Badu was on my page commenting, showing love, reposting me to her story, I'm like, nigga, this Erykah Badu.
Yeah.
Like, this is crazy. Like, this is absurd. Like, my mama was happy about that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mother-in-law happy about that. Like, yo, we need tickets to the show. Hell, I
ASAP.
need tickets to the show. I want to go see her too. So, nah, this shit fire. Like, it's super, super, super dope. I still can't wait to meet her.
Yeah.
For real. But yeah.
Real, that's
that was
love.
It was a dope moment.
All right, so let's hop into this track. You got this track Sliding with Fatboy SSE.
Yeah.
Now, how did you two come together in order to like even get this going?
Man, I've been spending a lot of time in New York,
Mhm.
and I know he's been in New Jersey or wherever he was, and of course I've been following Fatboy since probably since Instagram started.
Yeah.
But being a fan, I saw that he was making music now. Been following his music for maybe the past year,
Mhm.
and I saw bet like he was starting to hop on the wave, like the sexy drill wave.
Yeah.
I had a hook for the sexy drill song, so I was like, all right.
Let's try
Let
that.
me hit him.
Yeah.
Like, let me see if he'll fuck with his record. We been supposed to get in the studio, didn't have a song, but I just know I wanted to get a song in with him.
Mhm.
I sent him that record. He played it. He like, yo, it's cold. I got you. Maybe like a week later, he called me. He was in the studio with Dusty,
Mhm.
and I'm like, I'm hearing Dusty's voice on the record. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? So he set that play up. I can't even say kinda.
Yeah.
He got on the song. I didn't know he was getting on the song that day. I was still waiting on his verse. He got on the song, and Dusty got on the song. So he set that shit up.
Word.
But forever indebted to him for that. That was fire. I didn't know that was gonna happen at all.
Yeah.
I was just expecting to get him on the record. I was still hitting up a lot of different people, trying to get them on with me and him, because I wanted 2 features on it out the gate. But
Sure.
when that happened, I was like, damn.
Synergy.
Yeah, damn, yeah, like
Yeah.
a lot of stuff has been happening in my life that I can't really tell you how this shit happened or why, or, you know what I'm saying, other than God. Like, I just been walking and shit, just
Yup.
blessings rolling in. So
I feel that 100%. So we're gonna kind of pedal into this soft girl era. So you
Yeah.
went from sliding, and now I guess you're talking to the ladies, like a
yeah,
little bit of
yeah.
soft.
And I'm still talking to the ladies on slide.
Yeah.
But soft girl era, like I always like to make music for women and champion them.
Mhm.
So soft girl era was exactly that. That's a term that they using a lot right now. So
Yep.
just played into that and gave them a record that they can feel good about themselves. Like that, the mode that they're in, that's exactly what this record is about.
Mhm.
I tapped into the homies from London.
Mm.
My manager actually introduced me to Juhovah. He's super fire, super fire artist from London. But I want to be ahead of the curve, man. I feel like London artists are about to take over. Of course, Central C doing his thing,
Yeah.
but I want to do shows in London. Like, USA cool for sure, but I want to tour internationally. I want to tour out of the country. I want to have a fan base all these different places. My motto has always been global, not local. So
Yeah.
that record is real special to me. I want to go shoot a video in London.
That's
So,
real.
and Ling Hustle going crazy. That's the other feature on there. Ling, she's out of this world. She can sing, she can rap. She fire.
And that's what I was going to ask you, because like the features were people that I wasn't necessarily familiar with, but I was
Yeah,
like, they sound
yeah.
amazing on this track,
And see, yeah, more so than getting like big features, not to say that they're not big artists, they're the next up.
Yeah.
Like, I pride myself on finding people that are great talents as well, and so does my manager, Eric. Shout out to Eric. But she's always like hip to the next up and coming, and I feel like I am too. even if I would stop making music today, I feel like I could be an A&R because I know who can go, I know what sound can go.
Yeah.
So putting that record together, like I knew, like, all right, yeah, this is gonna mesh well on the track. But outside of me, they great artists.
Yeah.
Like when people hear them on my shit, they're definitely gonna go play them. Like, who are these people?
And
So,
that's pretty much what I did. Just went and did a little bit of research. You know what I'm saying? Like, who is
That's
this
fire.
with this beautiful voice? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah. Go ahead, plug
Straight
that. Plug
up,
that.
straight up. Nah,
For
all
sure.
right. So you took the soft girl era track itself, and then like
Mm-hmm.
I guess you've turned it into a full compilation of thoughts, ideas, feelings. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then we have the soft girl era, the album coming.
The album. So we're actually toying with like two different names.
Okay.
I ain't gonna say the other name because I'm gonna still use it.
Yeah.
But one of my people, Kaya, she actually gave me the idea. Like, yo, if the album was called Soft Girl Era, said anybody who doesn't know me, it would force you to click on it. Like, yo, what's that? Or a woman. That's my fan base. Women are my fan base.
Yeah.
I make music for them. So it's like, if they scrolling by and they see an album called Soft Girl Era, and that's the place that they're in life, they gonna press play. So that's kind of what I wanted to do. Just get you to press play.
Yeah.
And once you press play, I know I can do the rest of the
A
work.
little bit of clickbait.
I just need you to press play. Yeah.
Little
Yeah.
clickbait. Hey, come here.
For sure.
Come holla at me
here.
right quick.
Yeah, this for you. Play this.
You
Yeah.
funny, man. All right, so just to break down a couple of tracks that are actually on the album itself. I don't know if this is like the official track list. It's just what I happen to see. The first one I want to talk about is In Your Body. Okay.
Yeah. And Your Body. I met Quintelli at a writing camp. We did a 4PF writing camp with Shaolin.
Okay.
And we did a writing camp, writing some records for her. I met him there a couple of months later. Like, he has an amazing voice. He remind me of Tiller, but a little different. But he has an amazing voice. So I'm like, yo, let's make some records together. He sent me 2 hooks. That's one of the hooks we got. That's one of the songs we got. And the rest was history. I wanted to do the Afro beat,
Yeah.
song. So we've had that song for like 2 years now.
For real?
Yeah, it's just now seeing the light of day. So
Yeah.
shit fire.
It's all about timing, but I definitely appreciated it as a track. Like, coming into the album itself, I was like, okay, this is dope.
I want it to be fresh. Like, I feel like I want to make music that make people feel good these days. Like, when you hear it in a club, you having a good time. You forget about your phone. It calls you to dance again. It just calls you to live in the moment. I feel like a lot of the music
Yeah.
in the club, it make you want to fight. Make you want to fight. You get in a different mode. Like,
Yeah.
you're not worried about women around or the people hearing. A lot of niggas is not worried about the women in the club no more.
It do be
just
like
worried
that.
about looking good and standing on the couches and not just enjoying themselves. You
Bottles
feel me?
and
Holding up
sections.
bottles, and it's like you in a different mode. I don't want to be a bulldog in the club. Like, you there to talk to women and have a good time, enjoy yourself. You shouldn't go to the club and be on guard the whole night, listening to music that make you want to fight and
Yeah.
have an issue. So that's where this album is. Like, I want people to get outside again and have fun. Of course, the women to feel good about themselves, but it just feel good music.
Yeah. And I think in general, music is trying to take that turn back.
It's coming back.
Yeah, because like
It's coming back.
those early 2000s vibes, you know what I'm saying? Late 90s,
Yeah.
early 2000s, them shits are still unmatched. You know what I'm saying?
When you throw that on in a club, everybody has the best time.
Bro.
The best time. Like, it's nostalgic. It make you feel good. Everybody singing.
Yeah.
Everybody vibing. That's what we need.
Exactly.
We don't need that other shit in the club. Like, we don't play it when you slide and play it when you on the block. We don't need that in the club.
Facts. Sure enough.
real.
All right, the next track I want to break down is that Houston. Yeah, talk to me about that.
It's one of my favorite records too. So Houston, it was more so about, like, I love Houston, number one. Houston make me feel like how I want my music to make people feel. Like, it's just nostalgia. It's a vibe. You forget about your phone. The energy in the air is just crazy.
Yeah, I agree.
So I made that record because I know, like, I see on my timeline, and this kind of really how I've been making a lot of music lately. Just looking at the consensus between a lot of different people. Everybody loves Houston.
Yeah.
All the women love Houston. So it's like everybody's always talking about, I want to go to Houston. I want to go to Houston. I want to go to Houston. And that's kind of what that song is about. Just a woman who wants to go to Houston, always talking about going to Houston.
Mm-hmm.
But like, what's your why and what you want to go to?
What,
Why do you want to go to Houston?
what you really gonna do there, sweetheart?
Yeah, what you about to get lit with your girls? You want a rich nigga to pick you, and for sure, let's go have a good time then.
Yeah.
Like that's all Houston is about. Like, okay, bet you want to get in the clubs, you want to be seen. I'm with that for the weekend too.
Let
Fuck
go.
it. You want to be seen, I want to be seen. Let's go to Houston then. So
up.
that's what that's about. It's just a feel good record.
That's real. That's real. Shout out to H-Town, no man. Shout out to H-Town.
Shout out to my boy Remy too.
Word.
Remy on that. He slid. He slid.
That's love. That's love. All right. The next one is Miami Vice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you had these tracks in unison. So I'm trying to figure out, like, did you just bounce out like from Miami to Houston or Houston to Miami? Like, what was the vibe?
When I made Miami Vice, I don't know if that was the name of the beat. I name a lot of my songs off of whatever the producer make the beat.
Word.
But I think I was on the way to the beach, like for a trip. I was helping out my little sister. She made music too. And the record was just, I was going to the beach by myself. So I'm just like, shit, you can't come to the beach right now. I'm here by myself. I'll be here whenever you can come.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's really how the record came about. I wasn't in Miami though. I wish I was. I was in Myrtle Beach. I was in South Carolina, but I was at the beach by myself and made that song. It was just like, shit, call me when you need me. I know you probably working. You doing whatever you got to do. I'm here by myself. You can't make it. All right, bet. Call me if you need me, or call me when you need me. Whatever you're going through, I'm here. So that's what Miami Vice was about. I think I just named it Miami Vice because I wish I was in Miami versus being
in Myrtle,
in South Carolina. But yeah, that's what
Miami over Myrtle any day. I ain't gonna lie,
man,
bro.
any day. but you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
A lot of people like Myrtle Beach.
They do.
That aren't from South Carolina.
Exactly. That haven't been to that ain't been to bike week like every day, every fucking bike
like
week
Myrtle
since high
Beach.
school type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, bro.
How many bike weeks you been to?
Bro, about a good 5 to 6 bike weeks. Bro.
Bike week, like
Bro, I
think
started
only
going
been
to bike
like
week
one.
like my sophomore year in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that changed your life. Then.
Yeah, bro. It was out of control. Out of control.
Bike week changed your life.
Yeah, bro. But I enjoyed myself every time I went. But
For sure.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, so got 2 more tracks off the album that I do want to talk about. The first one is Bygones. Yeah, man.
That's a special song. I've had Bygones for like 3 years now.
For real?
Yeah, like I was drunk as fuck. Drunk as fuck in the studio. Like I said, I experiment with a lot of different sounds.
Mhm.
Like I'm a big fan of Tory Lanez, and I think he kind of like helped me mold that too. Like I like to try a lot of different stuff. I write for a lot of different people, but when I heard that beat, I was like, this like an islandy record. Like how can I fit into that mode? Drunk as hell in the studio, just trying it.
Yeah.
And then are you asleep?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, just trying stuff. So came up with that hook, sent it to my homegirl Pope.
Mm-hmm.
She out of Miami actually.
Okay.
She's a super fire artist, super talented. But yeah, that's how that record came about. Just I got 2 records like that. You ain't hear the second one yet, but
Okay.
just drunk as hell trying shit, bro.
Yeah.
Literally just trying shit, like just trying to assimilate the different sounds.
Yeah, and I like that. I've definitely like just going through a little bit of your catalog and everything. I can tell like, well, I'm not gonna say I can tell who you draw your influence from, but I do like the way that you play with your sounds and play with your voice and use melodies or go into rap and everything like that. Like I can tell like just the artistry and what you kind of see on the board sometimes. Yeah.
Man, a lot of people say like, I've had a couple A&Rs like tell me like, yo, you gotta hone in on your sound. You gotta just stick to one sound.
Yeah.
It's no fun.
Yeah. It's not.
Like, it's not fun at all. Like, I want to go in there and make whatever I feel compelled to make that day. Like, literally, whatever vibe the producer send me, if I like that beat, if I can come up to something, that's what I'm on that day.
Real.
And we can compartmentalize different sounds and, you know, package it up right, but I'm not about to stick to one sound. It's not happening.
Can't do it. I'm a real person, so.
Yeah, this artistry, like, ain't nobody painting the same picture over and over and over and over again.
Exactly.
It's gonna look different.
That's why Bob Ross got like what 400 episodes or something like that.
Come on, come on, man.
Nah, all right. So the last one I do want to tap into, and like, I I want to make sure this is all you on the track. Horoscopes,
All me
all
on the
you.
track.
Okay, cause like a little bit at the end, right? The way your voice sounds on the track, I was like, I kind of hear Don Trip on this.
Ah, that's so crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy you say that. Me and my brother was just talking about Don Trip yesterday.
for real.
Like, my brother rap too.
Word.
Y'all about to learn that. Yeah. Man, I told him the other day, I said, me and my brother like Don Trip and Starlito. Dead ass. Like, when y'all hear him start rapping,
Yeah,
like when we get in that pocket and we rapping, he fire. Like, he hard. But yeah, dang. I hit Don Trip up like 3 days ago.
for real.
Yeah, I told him I needed a feature.
Yeah, bro.
Him and Starlito. No cap.
That's crazy.
No cap. That's crazy you said that.
Yeah, bro. I definitely felt just listening, like kind of towards the end of the song, like how you changed like your voice and everything like that.
Cause I was singing, then I started rapping. Yeah,
Yep. And then I was
yeah.
just like, okay, well, I was like, damn, this song.
My brother put me on Starlito and Don, bro. Like,
Word.
yeah, they got some crazy.
Shout out my
crazy
boy
records.
Easy.
Like right now, my favorite song, I think is Lito. Yeah, by Starlito is "Crying in a Car." I feel like I'm going through that in real life right now. Like, "Crying in a Car" is that song for me right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's real, bro. That's real, man. Definitely like two of my favorite artists coming up, man. Shout out my boy
For real?
Easy.
Who your top five?
My top five.
Yeah, artists right
God.
now, or coming up or right now.
Oh,
Talk
my
to 'em.
top five coming up. That's easy for me to say,
Yeah.
because it's not like your normal top five. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like I was started off with Zero, because that was like one of the first albums I ever had. Like that Life of Joseph Mary and McAvey. E40 was like the first album I actually bought myself.
40 Water.
Yeah, so my Ghetto Report card, that was like my first. That was my first album
I
that I
just met
bought.
him in L.A.
For real.
Yeah, I took a picture. I'm gonna show you. I took a picture with him.
That's what's
crazy.
up. Who else? I would say Tip is definitely in my top like from back in
Yeah.
the day. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Facts.
Nas is definitely in my top five, and then shit, who would I say is my fifth? Crit.
Crit.
Yep, Big Crit.
I was getting a haircut probably like 3 months ago, and a nigga told me I remind him of Crit.
For real.
Yeah, but I don't listen to too much Crit.
I don't know. I don't know what
I
may
think
have
I got a
reminded
deep
you of
dive,
him.
yeah.
Probably the vibe, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like y'all are kind of in two different lanes of music.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
facts.
saying?
I'm gonna send you the rappy album. Bro.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'll send it.
Definitely, man. But nah, yeah, that would definitely be my top five, man. All of those were like specific eras in life for me. You know what I'm saying? So I still hold true to that music all the way to the end. But as you mentioned, you know what I'm saying. You said that Lido crying in the car is kind of like how you feel right now, right?
You know that record?
Yeah. You know what you're
Okay.
talking about. So I feel like that would be a perfect kind of way to like segue into this Juvie story.
Yeah,
You feel
that
me?
is the perfect way. Oh man, what about Juvie story?
Man, I mean, whatever you would like to share.
Juvie story is shit. First line in the song, I just got caught with 40 P's. I was on my way home. Man, got stopped, got pulled over with 40 pounds in the car,
Yeah.
allegedly. And yeah,
Yeah.
that's shit. That shit happened in South Carolina. A lot of the stuff in Juvie story is old though. I'm not gonna lie. Like a lot of the verses, like I kind of like combined
Yeah.
a lot of different stories from years ago to kind of fit into one story, if that makes sense. But
And I,
if they listen, if anybody know me, like they gonna know like what time period I'm talking about. So the only thing that was relevant was me getting stopped
word.
for 40 pounds. But other than that, all that shit I'm talking about is like 2017. I got robbed. I got robbed in like when I got robbed. She was in the car when I got robbed. Craziness, like
Craziness.
crazy. When that was? What year that was? 2020? Yeah, 4 years ago.
Yeah.
I got robbed. I got robbed at gunpoint, but like, what, 5 niggas? 5 pussy niggas?
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, so like a lot of the stuff that I'm talking about in that record is my first time really talking about it. 4 years later, 5 years later,
Word.
and yeah, man, just put it all in a song. And I feel like for a long period of my life, I wasn't talking about the life that I was actually living, like it's through music at least.
Yeah.
I'm talking about women and talking about love, but I wasn't talking about nothing trap, like nothing just because I was living it. I didn't want to be hot. A lot of these niggas go rap their life, get booked, and think that somebody told on them, but it's just
Yeah, you telling on yourself.
you telling on yourself
Yep.
every song. So it's like now that I'm not living that life, you know what I'm saying? I feel more inclined to talk about it, or like I can talk about it, and I'm not living like a split life, a double life, a Hannah Montana life.
Yeah.
It's just like that's what was going on behind the scenes.
And I think that's real because like a lot of artists, they'll, like you said, they have one foot in and one foot out. But
yeah, you can't though.
yeah, you can't. Like with
A
anything.
lot of niggas don't understand.
Yeah.
The industry is not a place where you can do that. Like, I don't want to say labels the feds. I don't know enough to say that. But I think that once you sign a contract to a major corporation, I think it would be wise to just make your money that way.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm
Shut
saying?
up.
Like, you have people at a high level who want their money back. And you are a liability to them. So they're not just watching to see what music you putting out.
Mm-mm.
It's like the NBA, bro. Like what the same shit that happened with John Moran.
Yeah.
Like, cut all that dumb shit out, nigga, and hoop. You get what I'm saying? Or the people that you're around, like you got to make this shit make sense. It's eyes on you. I feel like it's always eyes on
Yeah.
us. But
It's a business at the end of the day.
yeah, it's a business, bro. So nobody wants outside factors fucking up their business.
Real
You
shit.
just got to think of it like that. And I think once you decide to take music super seriously, fuck if they saying, oh, he not really living it and this. It's the music business. It's the entertainment business. Go make your money, nigga. Change your life around. Like,
Yeah.
you can't have one foot in, one foot out. So, yeah.
That's real spill, bro. I'm glad somebody said it.
Somebody got to say it. Everybody out here, like, just perpetrating it. I guess it sell more tickets. I guess it's more exciting to believe. But,
Yeah.
man, I got 2 little girls I'm trying to see grow up. I want them to see me do great things. You know what I'm saying? So, I wish somebody told me, like, a lot of rappers that I see, they're not really doing that. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I'm thinking, oh, okay, I got to go do this to make this amount of money to do that. And, bro, they got 5 niggas investing in them to keep this image going. You get what I'm saying? Like, and I'm thinking, oh, I got to do all of this stuff to
Yeah.
keep up, in a sense, not really, but to be able to get the chain,
Obtain the status.
get the car,
Yeah.
get the crib, buy my lady what she want. You get what I'm saying? Like the image that they're portraying to us is not really what they live in. You get what I'm saying? Like at this current moment.
Yeah.
And if it is, you see where they end up. So
Real. Nah,
Yeah.
bro. I definitely appreciate your time. I appreciate your mind
I
on this one,
appreciate the
dog.
question, man. This is one of my favorite interviews.
Yeah, bro.
For sure.
Definitely one of mine as well, man. Really wishing you much success for the rest of the year. Anytime you need to stop by, play some music, bro, just holla at us, anything, bro.
Wow, hey, I appreciate you. Thank you for the open invitation. You okay? Come on, we better go.
For sure.
Man, I appreciate it. It's right on time. Thank you for having me. Shout out to Nardo. Shout out to Pandora. Shout out to Sirius XM.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate y'all.